Hey everybody, welcome to the YouTube channel. I got somebody really special, super special, dynamically special.
Okay.
This is my daughter, Amanda, and Amanda has a call of God in the ministry. She works with Ramp and Karen Wheaton's ministry, and we're so proud of her. I could have not asked for a greater daughter. I couldn't have prayed for a greater daughter. And some of her friends are here with her, and they're all smiling and agreeing with me, right? They're nodding their heads. So, Amanda, I want to. This is not a long thing, but tell me just a little bit about this generation, from your perspective, from a spiritual angle. First of all, tell us what Ramp is. What is Ramp?
Well, I've been at a ministry school for the last 3 years,
Yeah,
3 or 4
3
years. It's called the Ramp in Hamilton, Alabama, and it's really been an amazing experience for me. It's a ministry school. They also have church campuses, so it's a church, and then they have a ministry school as well. So I've been attending the church, and I've been a part of their school for the last 2-3 years, and then I graduated. Now I'm still there, just kind of, figuring out where I'm going to go from here.
I'm going to ask you a couple questions. We were on the bus with a group of young people your age, who are some of your close friends, and we were talking prophecy. And they asked me some great questions, and I won't have time to go into those questions because we thought about it, actually doing a round table sometime with a bunch of young people for our YouTube channel and let young people ask like 5 of the top questions you have. Now, I'm going to ask you about prophecy. This generation, not you guys, but this generation is a little bit disconnected from prophecy teaching. For example, I know this for a fact, my audience with prophecy will be 35 to 40, and a huge audience at 50 to 60, and a major audience about 70 years of age. I mean, the numbers show, even on YouTube, that the 50 and older, when you say prophecy, they like that. Why is it you think that this generation is disconnected? And you know what we're talking about here when I say disconnected. Mm-hmm. It's like, whatever. Give me a couple of reasons you think, so the moms and dads will say, my kids won't listen to prophecy.
Right.
Why don't they listen? Maybe.
Well, I think the word prophecy up front is a little intimidating to people my age if you don't understand what it means. I think you hear, especially even in your generation, this is just my personal opinion. I think there was so much rapture, and for some reason our generation has just totally swung the pendulum to the other side almost, where it's like, oh, that doesn't matter anymore. And then we've come up with our own theology of maybe there's not even a rapture, maybe, it'll be like this and it'll be like that, and you hear so many different things. And I really think it's intimidating because there's so many things out there, and for somebody my age trying to figure out the truth, especially if you don't have, whether you do or don't have a solid foundation in the Bible and a family that raised you in a Christian home, I think it's just intimidating, and you don't know where to start. Yeah. You don't know who's telling the truth, who's the one that has so many opinions.
So it's like, leave it alone. I don't even know.
So I'd rather not know, because what if I learn and I'm wrong?
That's a good point. Okay. Do you also think that when you're younger, you want your future, and everybody's talking about, let's escape, let's get out of here. So the older generation is ready for the Lord to come. Right. They've served their life. They've raised their kids. Right. They see hell breaking out in the world. Let's get out of here. Right. You guys are saying, wait a minute. I'm not even married yet.
Yeah, right. There's so much life left to live. I haven't even had
kids. I want to have kids. So in other words, prophecy disconnects your generation a little bit because they see it as either doom and gloom or escaping, when they're trying to say, I'm trying to live my life. I'm trying to get a job. The older generation is retired. They've had their job. Heaven's in front of them. They may pass away in 5 or 10 years. Hopefully not. But, now let me ask you another thing. If I were to preach and teach, and moms and dads, a lot of you are watching me, and you'll let your kids watch this because it's very interesting. But if I were to teach prophetic things, like you were asking questions, and your friends were about the rapture, about the resurrection, about the order of events, how should I preach it? Not to my crowd who has the foundation, and they want the deep stuff, and they want the Hebrew, and they want the Greek, and they want the 7 horns and the 9 dragons of the woman in the sky. Okay, so, and we're laughing about that because there's a joke back there. How would I preach it to this generation?
I think
give me your opinion.
Simple.
Now, when you say simple, explain simple to me, because I'm deep. I love deep. So give me simple.
Well, I think some people my age don't even know what the rapture is.
So give them a base of this is what this is, first of all, right?
Right. Words. Give them a base of what it even is. What does the word rapture even mean?
Right. tribulation. What
is
it?
all of that? What does it even
Yeah.
mean? Because it's
Yeah.
words you hear, you don't always know what
does it
they're
mean?
even talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
So instead of the deep, this is where this connects to this, and in the Old Testament and the New Testament, it comes together. And of course, there's always going to be that, even in this simple explanation of it.
Sure.
But to simplify it, to its core of what it even is, like define the terms for what they are, and kind of move from there. Because I think, like I said, a lot of us don't even have that foundation of.
Okay, go ahead. I have a revelation. I'm going
Okay.
to do a teaching called Prophecy for Gen X.
Z.
Are you?
Z. Where's
Oh,
Z?
see, I'm already.
Where's
This
Z?
is why it doesn't work for me. You understand? They're already ahead of me. I don't even know it. So Gen Z, you guys are Gen Z.
Well, there's
It's a crossover.
there's a couple.
So you're Gen Z. So prophecy for Gen Z.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Great.
And
That'd
take
be
it
awesome.
from basics.
Basic,
First of all,
basic.
what is the word prophecy? It comes to prophesy comes from two Greek words, and
Mm-hmm.
break it down that way. And you don't have to know Greek or Hebrew, but break it down. Do you agree with me?
Absolutely.
Okay, one more thing. If you have any ideas for Dad to help your generation, because we reach young people. We've done that with Warrior Fest. We do that at the ramp. We do, we've got some young people on our trip, and these guys are so pumped. It's a whole bunch of young guys. They want to be on my bus, but I think I've got all your friends with me. Maybe that's why they're only on the bus. Okay, I shouldn't say that because they're great guys, but. They are very much into prophecy, as much as any. They are really into this big time. So, let me ask you this from your perspective. You know what?
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to ask you.
Well, let me say something really quick. 'Cause
You
I have something
you
that
sum it
I
up.
could say.
I don't want to
Okay.
go on forever. You
Well,
sum it up.
here's the thing. We were talking about this, even me and my friends, the other day. Even how in the Bible it talks about turning the hearts of the fathers to the children, children to the fathers.
Malachi
right?
4:5.
Yes, you know the references. I know what it says, though. Well, I think our generation, there's sort of, not everywhere, not everybody, but there's become this level almost of dishonor towards the older generation.
Oh, that's true.
And
true.
honestly, vice versa.
Yeah.
Where the older generation thinks that we don't care about the Bible, we're incompetent, we're disrespectful, all these things, So there's this divide, and it's very noticeable, even sometimes in conversation that I'll have with, somebody not all the time.
Right.
But you can tell at times that there is that disconnect. And, I think the biggest thing, even for people my age, is to learn to find older people in your life that you can glean wisdom from.
Good, very
Because
good.
sometimes,
That's good, Amanda.
our
Very
generation, if we don't have the answers, well, we're trying to search for it within our friends and people that really don't even know. And
Yeah.
then we kind of, and that might be where all of this stuff
Confusion.
that's,
The
yes, the
confusion's coming
confusion
in.
and the opinions and all these things that now we don't even know what we believe. But I think when you find somebody who, is a little bit older, a little bit wiser, with the wisdom that you can glean from, and you can ask, like, hey, I have this question about the Bible. Can you help me? Somebody trusted, somebody that is going to have good answers that are rooted in what the Word has to say. And I think, we see that prophecy come to pass as we,
About Malachi 4:5.
yes, as we, glean from the older generation and we ask
That's
questions.
so good, Amanda.
And the older generation learns to respect
Your music,
us
your worship,
and yes,
how you do things. Yeah.
yeah, because I think as much as they have stuff to offer us, we bring, the life and the youth and
It's
the
very true.
worship. And
they have the
so-
wisdom, but you have the zeal.
Yes.
So you have to have both. If
Yeah.
you have a church full of older people, you got wise people with no zeal maybe to get out and do it. If you got young people, they have zeal and they're ready, but sometimes they don't have the wisdom to know how to do it.
Yeah.
So that's what you're saying, right?
Exactly.
Did I put words in your mouth?
Yeah, but you've summed it up for me.
Thank you guys for joining me. Give us a thumbs up. And if you would like for us, if you're a young person and you would like to maybe have us to have more young people and have discussions, we can have some maybe 8 to 10 minute YouTube discussions on questions that this generation has, the younger generation. We'd love to get more young people involved with our YouTube channel. So let us know if you enjoy this type of thing. Okay, thumbs up. Great. It was great. Keep watching and join us in the meeting sometime. And if we ever have a big youth event in your area or in Cleveland, you better come and be out because she's going to start preaching some at the youth events or teaching. She does a great job. She's like her dad.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, got to go. Bye.
It's time to learn what you don't know about your future. Now available is Perry Stone's new landmark prophetic book, Your Journey into Eternity, Life for the Next 1,000 Years. Discover what occurs the moment your inner eyes are opened at death and your spirit returns to God. Journey through the 3 levels of heaven, including paradise, where Christian martyrs rest. Learn about the new body you will receive at Christ's return or at the resurrection, and why the dead at times appear in dreams, and what memories you have after death. Learn about the marriage supper in heaven from a Hebraic perspective and what the Bible teaches about the new heaven, new earth, and new Jerusalem coming down. Perry unlocks the mystery of babies in heaven, including miscarried and aborted infants. Perry also explains what our 1,000-year reign with Christ will look like on earth. Read Perry's parabolic revelation about what if God said yes to the dead? Will your family circle be unbroken in eternity? Perry presents often untaught insights using his 46 years of in-depth biblical research from the Old and New Testaments. The book includes incredible Greek and Hebrew word studies, as well as amazing stories that reveal secrets of life after death, events in heaven, and life on the new earth. Perry is also including an audio teaching, The Temple of the Tabernacle of the Testimony, that his friends say is the most interesting biblical teaching from the book of Revelation he has ever taught. In this teaching, Perry shares secrets in Heaven's Temple, the most important building in heaven, where all human records and tribulation judgment files are kept. It is here where you will stand at the judgment seat before Christ's throne and give a face-to-face account of what the angels have written about you, from birth to death, including all your idle words and how you treated others. This is a teaching that will alert you to what you say and cause you to guard your words and actions. The landmark new book and 2-hour audio teaching is available for your gift of just $35 or more to help keep Manifest on the air around the world. To order this offer, visit perrystone.org or call toll-free 1-888-21-BREAD. That's 1-888-212-7323. You can also order by sending $35 to Perry Stone Ministries, P.O. Box 3595, Cleveland, Tennessee 37320, and request offer ET143 when ordering. We look forward to hearing from you soon.
If you enjoyed this YouTube content, there's an important website you should know about: perrystone.org. Perrystone.org is an essential resource for the latest books, audiovisual presentations, and digital products from Perry Stone Ministries. Resources that cover the same kinds of topics discussed in the program you just watched. Stop in and see all that's available at perrystone.org.